Continuing Mishlei Perek Chet, Pasuk Chet, Betzedek Kol Imre Fi, En Bahem Niftal Ve'ikesh. Continuing on Shlomo Melech talking about the greatness of the Torah, and he says that the words of my mouth, referring to the Torah, there's nothing twisted in it and nothing crooked in it. So here at first he says, and tzedek is, it's only righteous. This is number one in Gemara, and we see it many times in the Gemara Shiur. There's a discrepancy, and then no, chasura mechsera. No, this is what it meant to say. So you might say, oh, it's not emet. Maybe what's going on. What does it mean? This is what it meant to say. It was. Didn't they know it the first time around, or whatever it is? It's all derech haemet. Says another thing is that what does it mean that there's nothing crooked and nothing twisted? I think we've explained something like this once before, but he says that for two reasons someone doesn't believe someone else. Reason number one is that it's lies. It's a crooked thing that he's saying. So if it's something that's a lie that he's saying, I'm not going to believe it. The second is, we said twisted is, imagine just like a twisted tzitzit. It's two strands twisted around each other. So imagine you have truth and lie together. So let's say I say a story, I went to the zoo, and let's say that's a true fact. But then I say, and I saw dinosaurs there, and it was and I saw flying pigs. So you say you're lying. So you might not even, people won't even believe that I went to the zoo. So maybe even though it was true that I went to the zoo, but the other things that I added to the story, I twisted in there, lies, they're not going to believe the whole thing. So people don't believe other people when the whole thing's a lie, or even if there's truth mixed in with lies. Of course, the words of the Torah don't have either of these. Pasuk Tet. Kulam nechochim lamevin. Everything is straightforward for the one that wants to put his time to understand it. Visharim lemotzei dat. And it's very straight for those that find knowledge and want to find knowledge. They'll see that it's very straight. Sometimes things don't appear. And this he refers to this in the Midrash. Something in the Midrash sounds like, wow, this is so wild. How could it be, etc. Put your mind to it, learn about it, learn deeper about it, and you'll see. And he says sometimes even the Midrash is doresh psukim that are not kefi halacha. For instance, he gives an example: ayin tachat ayin, eye for an eye. So on the surface value, it's eye for an eye, but Chachamim tell us no, it's money. If a person knocks out someone's eye, the person has to pay. It doesn't knock his eye out. We're not the Muslims that do that, but rather you pay the money, the value of an eye. But the Midrash gives drashot and other explanations based on as if it was actually eye for an eye. And if a person could say, wow, how's the Midrash going keneged halakha? It's not keneged halakha, but rather they're giving a drash, which is like a nice explanation for a musar angle or for different things. So even though it might go against the actual halakha about it, but it's still the Midrash, and if you learn it deeply, you'll see that there is something that is deeper there for different reasons, for musar reasons, etc. And a person has to have the mindset of, let me look into this deeply to get to the truth that's behind it, and you will find it. The last pasuk, Kechu musari ve'al kasef. Take my rebuke as opposed to taking money, as opposed to taking silver. Ve'dat, and knowledge, mecharutz nivchar. Take knowledge over very good fine gold. So here it talks about the musar, and that a person should take. He's here talks about the Agadah, which is the stories and etc. that are found in Gemara that are Moshecha live, and a person could get really into things of his Torah connection through those beautiful stories. And he says that if you pay attention, it was musar, take musar, rebuke over kesef, over silver, and take knowledge over gold. So he says rebuke is something that everyone needs to put us in check. That's what he says. And that's like silver. Everyone had silver in order to pay for things, etc. Gold, that was for only the wealthy that had gold. And that's next level. Of course, we all want to have dat, but if you're at least being rebuked and you're doing the proper way without much dat, you're okay. But to have dat, that's like gold. That's even better than gold. We should try, B'ezrat Hashem, to have the musar, have the dat, and recognize the greatness of our Torah and the depth of our Torah. And we put our mind to it, we'll see all the beauty in the Torah Kedosha. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen v'amen. Rabbi Chananya ben Akashya omer, רצה הקדוש ברוך הוא לזכות עת יסלפי לך חיבה להם תורה זו שנאמר, אדון חפץ מן צדקו, הגדיל תורה וידיר.